Welcome back. Today, we are addressing a subject of profound importance, being an empath. It is crucial to recognize that this experience is not always pleasant. Being an empath often means navigating life on a more challenging level, especially during routine activities like grocery shopping. If you have ever been overwhelmed by the emotions of others or find yourself frequently moved to tears, this discussion is for you. Prepare to gain a deeper understanding as we explore 7 reasons why it sucks to be an empath. Okay, first up, let's talk about how being an empath is like being a walking, talking mood ring. You literally absorb everyone's problems like you're some kind of emotional sponge. And no, I'm not talking about the cute, colorful kind you use in the bathtub. You walk into a room and suddenly you're hit with a wave of anxiety, but it's not even yours. You start feeling stressed, overwhelmed, maybe even a little bit hangry, and you're like, hold up, why am I feeling this way? I just had a chimichanga. My life is good. It's like everyone's walking around with their emotional Bluetooth on full blast, and guess who's got their pairing mode permanently switched on? Yeah, the empath. And the worst part, you don't even realize it's happening half the time. You're just going about your day, trying to live your best life, and bam, you're drowning in a sea of other people's feelings. Alright, reason number 2 why being an empath can be a real struggle. Get ready for it, you become everyone's go-to therapist. And the worst part, you don't even get paid for it. See, empaths have this superpower. We can sense when someone's feeling down, even if they're trying really hard to hide it. It's like we have this built-in BS detector that goes off whenever someone's putting on a brave face but secretly dying inside. And because we're naturally compassionate people, we want to help, we want to listen, offer advice. But here's the thing. People catch on to this. They realize that you're a safe space, a shoulder to cry on, a walking, talking self-help book. And suddenly, you're everyone's go-to person for emotional support. Your friends, your family, that random lady you met at the grocery store. Everyone's lining up to unload their emotional baggage on you. Let's talk about crowds, shall we? You know those massive gatherings of humanity that some people actually enjoy? Those are basically an empath's worst nightmare. Imagine this. You walk into a crowded concert, a bustling shopping mall, or even just a really packed elevator. Suddenly you're bombarded with a tidal wave of emotions, joy, anxiety, excitement, frustration, even hunger. It's like every single person's energy is amplified by 1,000, and you're stuck in the middle of it all trying not to have a meltdown. It's overwhelming, to say the least. It's like trying to have a conversation in a room full of people shouting from different directions. Except instead of words, it's feelings. They're all coming at you at once. And you can't just turn it off. You can't just put on your noise-canceling headphones and block out the emotional noise. Watching the news can be a bit of a downer, even for the most optimistic among us. But for empaths, it's a whole other level of emotional roller coaster. See, empaths don't just watch the news. We feel it deeply. Every story, every tragedy, every act of injustice hits us right in the feels, and it's intense. While others might be able to watch a news report about a natural disaster or a humanitarian crisis and move on with their day, empaths carry that weight with them. Suddenly you're crying over your morning coffee because you saw a messed up story. And sometimes the only way to protect your emotional well-being is to take a break from the news and social media altogether. Let's talk about boundaries, those invisible lines we draw to protect our time, energy, and emotional well-being. Yeah, those things can be tricky for anyone. But for empaths, it's a whole other level of complicated. See, empaths are natural givers. We want to help, we want to please, and we definitely don't want to let anyone down. So when someone asks for a favor, our instinct is to say yes, even if it means sacrificing our own needs in the process. And it's not just about saying yes to favors, it's about saying yes to everything. We say yes to extra projects at work, even though we're already swamped. We say yes to going out with friends, even though we're exhausted and just want to stay home in our pajamas. We say yes to helping that random stranger on the street, even if it means we'll be late for our own appointment. Have you ever tried explaining to someone why a particular melody, movie, or even a smell gives you all the feels, only to be met with a blank stare? Yeah, welcome to the life of an empath. We experience the world a little differently. We don't just see a sad scene in a movie. We feel the character's pain, their heartbreak, their despair. It's like we're living the experience right alongside them, and it's intense. Even if you tell yourself over and over, it's not real, it's just a movie, they're acting, it still hits hard. Explaining it is pointless too. Just grab a tissue and move on. It's like we're speaking different languages when it comes to emotions. Here's the thing about being an empath, it's not a part-time gig. You can't just switch it on and off like a light switch, it's always there, humming in the background, influencing how you interact with the world and the people around you. Whether you're dealing with a close friend, going through a breakup, a stranger having a meltdown on public transportation, or even just a fictional character in a book or movie, you feel it all. It's like your empathy switch is permanently stuck on high, and there's no turning it down. Even when you really, really want to. And don't even get me started on animals. Empaths and animals have this special connection. You can practically feel their emotions, their joy, their fear, their unconditional love. So there you have it. If you're an empath, just know you're not alone. And if you know an empath, empty your mind and leave them alone. Being an empath can be challenging, but it's also a gift, so they say. We feel things deeply, we connect with others on a profound level, and we bring a unique perspective to the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more real talk. Catch you later.